Hi everyone, I am a founder of ScreenshotOne API for developers that allows you to render website screenshots. And today I want to talk with you about how to render website screenshots in Python. Of course, you can expect me to be biased about my product because I invest a lot of time in polishing it. It serves lots of customers, almost 1,000 paying customers, like from small companies to big enterprise. But still, I will try to be objective and try to share with you how I would approach screenshotting websites today in Python based on years of my experience working with browser edge cases, runtime issues, and so on. So, there are basically 4 approaches to render website screenshots in Python. 3 of them is using libraries, established libraries, and another one is using a screenshot API, like ScreenshotOne or any other one you can find. I will start first from the libraries, and then we'll discuss differences and how I would approach it and how I would choose my solution and why and based on what. So let's say first from the second option, Pyppeteer. Pyppeteer was a really great option, and it was working like Pyppeteer in JavaScript and TypeScript. But today it seems to not be maintained anymore, and if you're already using in your stack, you can probably try to do it, but I would highly likely migrate from it, because you will notice that Chrome DevTools protocol constantly changes, and you need to update these libraries, and you need to make sure you keep them working. So I would consider upgrading and changing the library and the way I work with that now. Another option is using Playwright and Selenium. These libraries are focused on testing. They're currently maintained, they're updated, they're really polished solutions using in many companies using them in productions for years now, and you can rely on them. I would say that my go-to option would be probably using Playwright or Selenium, depending on your use case. I will discuss a bit later why. So, for example, in Selenium, to render a screenshot, you can write a simple script like this one, which I wrote, and after running it, I get a screenshot like this for GitHub. Yes, but if we go to the original GitHub page, we can see that the page looks a bit different from what I just shared in the screenshot. There is a lot of animations, corner cases you need to handle, and so on. And that's one of the biggest differences between using libraries with default options. Of course, you can fix that. Of course, you can fix it. And now with the AI, you can ask it to improve this one, and you can keep updating your solution to fix all these corner cases, or you can just try ScreenshotOne for this one. I'm using a free tool here, and you can see how the screenshot is rendered, yes, and how ScreenshotOne handles it. It also blocks cookie banners for you. It blocks different. It solves and maintains and fixes different CSS issues, style issues, and so on. So I would consider using an API if you're going to render a huge volume of screenshots for many different websites, yes. Then you don't need to care about browsers, about fixing all that. And in case if you're going to screenshot a small volume of screenshots, and the websites you can probably handle yourself, I would consider using Playwright, Selenium, and so on. Or if you're just screenshotting your website, for example, or HTML you're generating yourself, yes. So I would decide it like that, yes. And also there are many different API products you can Google and ask Google about that. What is the best screenshot API? I also have a post describing the best screenshot APIs. I will share it in the links. Anyway, if you have any questions, I would like to answer them to help you. I will not try to sell you my product. Of course, I'm biased and I want you to buy my product, yes, but I will not try to sell it. I will try to help you because I believe that establishing long-term relationships is the best way when I'm just helping you. And if you go with me and you're not satisfied with my solution, I don't want that. I don't want you to unsubscribe and churn and so on. I want us to be partners and helping you in rendering the best screenshots possible, yes. And if there is a better tool for that, for example, using Playwright, I would go that way, and I would recommend you to go that way, yes, but you still need to evaluate everything on yourself and decide on yourself. So I was trying to present all the options I see today in Python and how I would approach that, and it's for you to decide, and thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, you can always reach out to ScreenshotOne support, and have a nice day.